Okay.
We stand and watch the world go up in flames. We fight for love until we die in vain. When the sky is getting dark and we're broken in our hearts, when we build our own demise, from the ashes we will rise. When no
going well.
It is going good all over here.
Really excited for this game, upcoming game.
Yes. I think personally, I think Bold Rising has it in them. I think it'll be a close series, but I think they'll come out on top. 4-3 is my guess. Bold Uprising wins.
Yes. Yeah.
As my understanding coming into this, like Geezers is towards the top, if not leading the RLCS league right now.
They
And
are indeed.
I think if they can get some good team chemistry going early on, that they can put this to bed pretty early, even against a team as good as Bold Uprising. So I'm gonna go even 4-1 or maybe 4-2.
Nice. Yeah. That's a good prediction. I'm probably gonna say it'll be a like 4-1 in favor of Geezers.
Now I regret my prediction.
Yeah.
They got the forest buff, so you know that is a real advantage.
But here we are,
Well,
starting off the game.
Depends on the mentality of the players.
Yes. We have a lot of games tonight, so we're just gonna kick things right off here.
Yes. See Orange trying to take a controlled touch in their own half, in their own corner. They finally get a break, able to push it out. Now they're on the counterattack. They have Vincero mid. Aren't able to drop it. Uh-oh, Ezra backslips on the backboard. He can't get back in time. It's a 2-1. Oh, they throw it away. Bit of an overcommit there.
Avery here with control. I think
See a lot of double commits, especially out of Ezra.
I think Frozen's going to be a solid unit here for Team Bold Uprising tonight. He's basically the team's backbone. And
Uh-oh, flipper set in front of the net. Can they get it out?
oh,
They cannot.
a massive team play here by the Geezers.
Well, one of us up there by their team captain.
Yes. Vincero. Setting up the team play. Mr. Esdu trying to take an opportunity here. Geyser with a shot. Avery might be too slow, and he is.
It's one thing we really expected to see out of Geyser is those long, powerful touches downfield and putting them on target.
Yeah.
He just doesn't.
I
There's
wouldn't be
some
surprised either if we see some flashy mechanics by him this series too.
He does have the word goat in his name. We'll have to see if he lives up to his name.
It's true. It's true. Forrest now taking an opportunity.
high touch to the ceiling, followed by Geyser.
Forrest awkward off the
We're
corner.
seeing a lot of rotational mistakes here and double commits, but thankfully did not lead to a goal just yet.
Geyser does get that one turned away, but barely. Mr. Ezdu's awkward in net.
Puts it right at him, thankfully, for the save.
Oh my goodness, what a dunk. Almost just straight off the bar.
1v1. Can he get out of it? Yes, he does.
Geyser's looking really solid on the defense tonight.
Missed by Forrest.
What a dunk from Avery. This is going to get some good pressure going. for the Geezers. They got all this pressure at mid.
Ball is
They
up.
have the mechanics. Ayo forcing a 50.
Nice control. Bit of a throwaway a little early. He had the boost to keep it with his car. Will that misplay come back to bite them?
Forrest gets the clear. Counterattack potentially.
In the middle. Geyser cannot finish the double.
To Avery, but he misses the pre-flip. Free jump from Ayo, but Geyser realizes it and just fakes it. Just some midfield banter back and forth between the two teams. Not a lot happening, but this is where the game is played, is at midfield. Whoever gets this next goal might just take the game.
Potential. What a redirect.
What a shot. Can't be mad if you're the Geezers when this one goes in. Geyser from the backboard, getting the pass and slots it to the bottom.
What a clip-worthy shot there. Holy moly.
That's gotta be one of the best all season long.
Yeah, at least top 3.
Yeah. It's tough to get those kind of shots in threes. You don't get as much space as you do in twos.
Can we get a clear? A double commit though. But
Is this-
good clear by Forrest.
Oh
That-
my goodness.
That is the final nail in the coffin, most likely. I mean, they have chances to clutch up the game, but
Would
it's
you
not a good
expect
sign.
this from Bold Uprising?
No.
I mean, against the best team projected right now in the league, and Bold Uprising is up 2 goals right now in the first game.
Well, because I predicted 4-3, I'm gonna pretend like I totally knew this was gonna happen. This is exactly what I was expecting. But yeah, the Bold Uprising is just looking really consistent with those long-range shots, and the Geezers, they're just not covering up those opportunities at midfield. They gotta really watch out for those long shots.
Another whiff. Another big clear by Forrest. Right over top the net. Stays with the bad touch. Instant challenges again. Leaving himself with very little boost.
Good pop. Yeah, with
There's a follow.
punches it to the side. This is the end of game 1. It goes in favor of Bold Uprising. Not what many would have expected, but definitely a solid game, especially with that shot from Geyser.
Another goal.
Yeah. What a 4-1. That's not even like a near victory. That's a solid win.
Definitely. I think I may have gotten teams mixed up. I believe Geyser's team was the team named Geezers.
That is a little
Wow.
confusing.
But okay. Bold Uprising. Actually, the ones I was planning to predict to win this series 4-1 or 4-2.
Yeah. I mean,
And
they
it's
are.
coming
They're
in
looking
there.
dominant right now.
Yes, they are. Definitely.
The scoreboard is just so even on the blue side. They get so much points as a team. They all put up over 400. They got spread the goals out. The assists are looking okay, and the saves, they're just solid. They're shutting out all the Geezers offense, which is what they're known for. So if they can keep that up and they can just put in a few shots per game, they should be good.
Yeah. I mean, from what I was seeing that game, there was just a little bit, almost not enough pressure from the Geezers, which is surprising considering, they're all GC and then 2 of them are GC2 plus. So if they can just somehow try to improve their pressure on Bold Uprising, they can change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, and I mean, that first play we saw from the Geezers was really solid. They had the one player just bulldoze the whole team, and then it was just an open net pretty much for, I believe it was Ventura, or maybe it was Ayo. But either way, they did such a good job there. They just got to do that again.
Yeah.
Not the best touch. Ayo's a little awkward now, but he's got plenty of time to recover this.
Good pinch, too.
Forrest going for it. Through the smoke. Is able to get the clear out of the net.
What a dunk. We haven't seen, Avery's been getting some good dunks for the Geezers. They just gotta capitalize on them a little more.
Uh-oh. Mr. Esdu putting it back in front of the
And
net.
he missed it.
Avery misses it. You know that's gotta hurt.
That's one of those shots, especially when it's so early in the game. You need to score that for the momentum.
And there we go again. Another rotational mistake. Avery's just too close. Ball's in a very shootable position in front of the net, but he's not able to shoot it because of where he is. Pop high.
An opportunity. This is where Ventura shines up in the air. Ups it
Pass
out.
out mid. Good pass from Avery.
Little
They
slow.
cannot finish it.
Good save
Yeah.
by Forrest.
Bold Uprising just coming in clutch with all the defense rotations. They're just stopping everything. Even though, I mean, they're under so much pressure right now.
It's something we noticed too last game. Even though Bold Uprising is getting many shots on target. Last game they had over 10 plus shots on target. These shots are not hard to save. They're not threatening shots.
Yeah, the Geezers really got to step it up. And they got to figure out how to get some more better opportunities because they're just putting on slight, weak shots. They're putting on shots in very savable situations.
Or is passing it to Ayo. Ayo misses in the corner. Ventura misses the big clear.
Pressure.
This
it's an
is a
open
goal.
net.
There is do.
They just got to watch out with their third man. They're just overextending a bit.
Just like that.
Wow, this is not what the predictions had going for them. I mean, they're about to... I mean, Bold Uprising took game 1. They're leading in game 2. They can keep this level of gameplay going. They'll probably take
Fourth
this.
again, the big clear. Mr. Esdu waiting for the ball. They
And
miss.
another goal by Mr. Esdu.
It's just the chemistry. I don't know what the comms are like, but can imagine they're just probably not calming that well because that is an awkward play.
It also seems to be, this is second time now. Avery wasn't back on defense. He misses the touch on the wall. Can't help but think that that early miss, that open net, is getting to him. It's affecting him for the rest of this game.
Open net for guys.
And a
He
missed
misses off the
opportunity,
post.
but
Oh,
Mr.
Esdu
Esdu.
gets the cleanup.
With the hat trick. What a play. Guys is gonna take the credit for that one as an intended pass, which you can't know for sure, but we'll call it that. Either way, they put the goal in. It's the same points. Another opportunity and another goal.
Oh
They're just
my
running away
goodness.
with it.
Just caught lacking.
This is not good for the mental of the Geezers. They gotta either, forget about this game, or they gotta figure something out and get some pressure back.
I would even advocate for a game 2 timeout. They need a reset before this gets carried away too far for them to come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do
Give them
not
any
wanna-
chance of winning.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Esdu up really early. Can't help but think that they're feeling a little comfortable with the four goal lead.
Oh, they've
Here's
got
the
it off
early
a little
turn
bit.
by Mr. Esdu.
It's a
Cleared out by
second missed
Geyser.
shot. Avery to the corner.
Nice patience by Mr. Esdu in the back wall.
Ventura with a good pop. Maybe a passing play here. No one middle to receive it.
No one from the blue team pressuring the ball.
It looks like the Geezers are finding plenty of passes to the midfield. There's just no one there to shoot them.
Ball in front of the net. No one's there for either team.
A 50-50 on the line, but does not go anywhere. Yeah, the Geezers, they're just not finding their offensive prowess like they usually do. They gotta figure this out. Wide. As you're just gonna clear it away.
Esdu's following the ball. Gets another touch. Can he get another? Bumps Geyser. Rotating out with the ball. The freestyle free jump. In the midfield.
job.
They're
Forrest,
feeling
well done.
confident about this game.
Yeah, this is a great showing for Bold Uprising. I mean, what a way to take down the top team in the league considerably. They took the first game 4-1, second game was looking like a 4-0.
Forrest just not fast enough to get a touch off the wall that he wanted, but can we really say it matters this late into the game?
Yeah.
Forrest will follow. Good pass by Ayo.
On
And
another
Taro,
good
there
shot.
again. Wide open net that they cannot score.
They have got to figure this out. I definitely agree with you, Isaiah. They need to just take this time out after this game and just talk this out because they're missing left and right. They've had at least 4 opportunities they should have put away.
There we go.
They get
Avery with the good cut. The catch, the cut, and the goal.
bit of a double commit for us. Bump Geyser. It's unfortunate, but I mean, at least it's not a total blowout for the Geezers. They got 1 goal back. Might help their mental game a little bit.
Ayo saying they'll come back with 5 seconds left.
That would certainly be one for the record books.
It indeed would.
Can't help but have us think that they're not counting themselves completely out of this series already, though.
Yeah, I mean, Ayo's a very mature player. He's got good mental game. I'm sure they can keep themselves on track. They just got to figure out this offense.
And just like that, Bold Uprising up 2-0 in a series.
And very wisely, there they go, calling for the timeout.
As they should. As they should.
Definitely the right time to do that. You don't want to take 2 losses in a row like that and then just let them walk away with it. You got to stop the momentum, fix some mistakes, and just get it all together and win.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing we can obviously see clearly looking at the differences between these two teams, they need a guy back for them. For Bold Uprising, they have Forrest. He's back most of the time waiting in net, or just waiting back, ready for the big clear and ready to clear the ball out. Whereas Geezers, they push up too far, and then, as we've seen, as soon as the ball comes hurling back, they're chasing it on defense and oftentimes can't catch up to it.
Yeah. I mean, it was just crazy how much pressure they had at the beginning of the game. And out of all that pressure, they didn't even score then. Only at the end did they score because of a misplay from Bold Uprising. So, I mean, it's not looking too good for the Geezers. They got to figure out how they can actually capitalize on their opportunities.
Absolutely. You got to know that they're feeling good, Bold Uprising, about their chances to win this game and the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely a good start for them. 2 games up. They don't have as much pressure on them as the Geezers do. I mean, that's one thing to say, too. When you're the top team in the league, you have a lot of pressure to not lose. So, that negative pressure might just get to them, but with this timeout, hopefully they can stop the bleeding and get themselves together.
What did you see that the Geezers need to do, at least rotationally and positionally?
Well, for starters, they just need to be a little bit closer with their second man, and their third man needs to be a little more careful because we've seen at least a couple of goals from long shots just because people were rotating on the edges of the map. And we've also seen a lot of times where the ball is just literally rolling on the middle of the line, and no one's there for the Geezers to finish it. So that's what they need to do positionally, and then other than that, they just need to place their shots and actually score.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just taking that extra 0.2, 0.3 seconds to flip into the ball, making good contact. Really, I believe that's their biggest flaw. The rotations, I believe, are actually better than Bold Uprisings. With exception to their third man being too close, they're rotating better. But they have no power on their touches. They're basically playing bots, if you will, as far as how easy it is to save their shots.
Yeah, I mean, that's something in regards to saving that has been very impressive with Bold Uprising is their defense. Because, and although Geezers aren't taking full advantage of their opportunities, Bold Uprising is displaying a very good defensive showing here.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're averaging like 8 to 10 saves. per game.
Yes. Which is impressive. Very impressive.
Agreed. So what do you guys think? What are your predictions? Do they come back from this a better team, a new team? The team that we've been seeing throughout the previous of the season?
Say that one more time. I didn't catch that quite.
Are Geezer's going to come back with a new energy,
I mean,
a new spirit?
I think knowing Adam, Ayo, and Bencero as well, they're gonna pull this together. They're at least gonna get 1 or 2 games back. If not, maybe just maybe, win the series. But it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I think the timeout will do a lot for the team. I think it'll give them a chance to talk over their shooting and their rotations. And I think also they'll have the benefit of stopping the momentum.
Yes. One more minute here, and their timeout will be over. So we'll see very shortly exactly what the Geezers might have talked about, and if it actually helps them. If it doesn't, they have one more game, thank goodness, taking the timeout. End of game 2. They have one more game to actually come back.
Yeah, and I mean, 5 minutes for the timeout was definitely enough time if they wanted to hop into a training pack, grind out some shooting. That might just be what they needed. Just the extra confidence in their shooting, because they were just going a little too quick, like Isaiah said. They just need to take a little more time, hit the shot a little harder, and hit it on target.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Threes can be stressful, but if you just slow down and take your time, it'll be a lot easier.
That's it. Oh, here we go. Geezers trying to claw their way back. Can they do it? Undefeated team.
Yeah, I mean, they're undefeated for a reason. So
that's it.
You gotta see that top tier team performance out of them in the second half of the series.
Top by Avery for Ayo. Sidewall cannot get the read, but Avery is there. Forrest Smith taken away by Esdu. He sees guys are mid. Flipper steps over one. Almost an own goal, but just out of reach of the net. Another save by Avery.
At least they're turning away some of the shots now. Big boom. Back pass.
Ayo taking a controlled approach. Good 50. Tries to stay with it. He's going to steal their boost and rotate out. Passes to Bencero.
You gotta see them keep a little more possession there instead of booming that away. If you're low boost, you should be looking for a 50 or a pass.
Oh, they all miss. A little bit of miscommunication there.
Pop.
But they clean it back up. Ayo, challenged by Mr. Esdu.
A good clear
3 foot by Geyser.
Forrest is waiting in the net. Goes for the challenge. Not on target again.
Geyser and Mr. Esdu a little awkward, but the ball hits behind them.
Oh,
and just like that, they scored.
I'm not quite sure exactly what happened here. Guys are just ran out of boost or just mistimed his flip.
They were both, Geyser and Mr. Esdu were both really low on boosts. And it had to do with the 10 to 15 seconds before the shot came with their rotations. Going out, coming in, not getting the pads. Going back the same way that they came. Again, these are the rotational mistakes that we've seen in the previous games, but now it's coming back to haunt them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's gonna take more than just the hope that they're gonna keep missing their shots, because they're obviously not gonna just keep missing everything.
We see a pop by
Ayo
into a double by Vincero.
That was a great double tap. I'm not sure if this was scoreable if he didn't go for the double tap. I mean, he would have had to place it right above Geyser. Double tap sure doesn't hurt the team.
Yeah, what a pass there to Vincero by Ayo. And then the double tap by him, too, by Vincero. That was just really good play.
Yeah, followed by Avery into the fake.
Big pressure. Ayo with a
Up
shot.
attempt by Avery.
What a
Dodged
save.
by
Wow.
Forrest. But saved by Ezra.
Mr.
That is
Ezdu.
Saved by Geyser. We see both of them pushing out together.
Oh, not again. They get the save, but yes, they need to. They might need to call a timeout after a couple of games because their rotations are still very not clean. They are getting in each other's ways, double committing. You gotta figure this out if they want to beat the Geezers when they're not looking bad. Geyser goes for the pass, but nobody is there in the corner.
We see him again rotating with the ball into Forrest.
Yeah, he's got to remember that his teammates are probably going to be a little more passive. He's got to go for either more solo plays or call him up to go on the pressure with him because he's just passing to no one except for the Geezers.
I'll tell you what, if there's one player this series so far that would deserve MVP for the series, it would be Mr. Ezdu. That man has been scoring and saving this team.
There he goes again.
I
Giving
totally
them life.
agree.
Thrown away. With a bad touch to the midfield.
He got a hat trick last game, and this game he's pulled out an insane save. Something that I would not expect from anyone.
Good fake, good catch, good pop.
Big pop.
But easy save with
Forrest trying to take some
Guys,
time here,
up and down.
cannot.
good fake. Good 50 though. Better 50 by Ayo. Pass up to Geyser. Passes back to Forrest.
Oh,
Bad
looks
touch.
like maybe he was aiming for
Fortunately.
Mr. Ezdu and not Forrest. Rotating back on the same side. We gotta see Geyser watch out for this. He's almost running into his teammates consistently.
And there you go again. The double commit. Leaving them both low boost and in the air.
Yeah, this game is practically over for Gold Uprising, but they can address this mistake. They have got a minute between games. If they can just talk this through, it's not a hard problem to fix. You just gotta be aware that it exists.
And something tells me that they do not know that they're losing because they cannot rotate well.
Yeah. They probably just think that they need to play better, but the best way to play better is to just play a better, cleaner game of Rocket League.
Another double commit. Corner read attempts would have been very satisfying if he had he got it.
And game 3 goes to the Geezers. The timeout was successful.
They
So
kind
they
of,
were-
yeah, so server change has been requested. The Geezers finally look alive again. They had finally put in some of the shots that they've had the pressure for. We saw an early goal from Avery off of a miss from Geyser. And then I don't remember the other goal, but obviously
A
they.
double tap by
Oh, yes,
Ventura.
that's right.
Yes.
The crazy double tap, really tight. I'm surprised that that was that worked out for them, but a goal's a goal.
Goal is a goal, and it works. It works out for them. You know, they that game. I think the MVP for the Geezers would probably be Adam Ayo. He just
Yeah,
played
he's-
phenomenal. At least
he's
with
been
the
keeping-
passing and setups for the team.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. He's just been doing all the work at midfield, keeping them tied together. He's like the mortar for the bricks. He's holding them all together. And when he's on the play, you can count on him to make a touch.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We're going to game 5. Or is it
Game
4?
4.
Yeah.
Game 4 here. Let's see if
What
the
about
Geezers can
this
tie
up?
up the series.
A little bit of a miss up there by Ventura on the kickoff. Something I would love to see from this team. They both have the exact same kickoff setup. They've done it for every kickoff this entire series. I would love to see a change up.
Yeah. Kickoff strategies are a big part of threes. If you can drill some kickoff strategies with your team, come up with some unique plans, you can really catch your opponents off.
Backward and a miss by Geyser, sorry. Uncanny miss by him.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. Usually you get it like on target or just a little high or a
Being
little
chased by
under.
Mr. Ayo.
He's got another opportunity to redeem himself. He's gonna pancake it, drop down.
Almost.
Like to see a better touch there though by Vincero. In a 1v1 with so much space.
Yeah, they gotta capitalize on this. They are tending to throw away the possession a lot. Both teams.
Double commit by Geezers.
At a pop.
Pop by Mr. Esdu.
That's something I'm noticing quite a bit right now is that Avery is double committing with his team a lot.
Yeah, I think it's mostly he's got that really aggressive mechanical playstyle, and it's kind of a little hard for him to control that desire to just go for the ball. You gotta let your teammates do the work, and then when the opportunity comes, you can do your thing with it.
Yeah.
Ball in front of the net. Avery's up.
Oh, and there it
it's
goes.
in.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of what Avery needs to do. He needs to let his team set him up. And Avery, you know, being the mechanical wizard he is, he will put it in.
Yeah, he's got the consistency down. He just needs to take a little bit of a chill pill, back off, and let his teammates Ayo do the work, get it middle for him. And then when it comes time, he can do his thing and get the ball in the net.
That's it.
In fact, I think
You
most
can't
of the
help but
goals,
think that. Sorry,
most
go
of the
ahead.
goals for the Geezers have been from Avery.
This is true. You can't help but think that after that goal, guys are just kicking himself. The ball dropped right in front of him, and then he backflips, and it goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hate to have it happen.
Yeah, something I'd like to see from Geyser actually is to slow down a little bit. I feel like he's rushing in some place he has a little bit more time.
Yeah, his defense the first couple of games was looking really solid, and now it's looking a little sketchy. I mean, he's been missing some things just because he's been panicking. Pop down middle.
Good touch by Forrest. Can he follow it though? He's low boost, gets a shot on target, but it's not powerful enough to get through Avery.
Full clear. Guy just gotta control this. He's getting chased down.
Good dodge. Picks
Nice
up by
pass.
Mr. Esbu.
And a missed
Miss
opportunity.
by both teams.
It looks like Geyser was just going just for the sake of going. He wasn't really intending to hit the ball. That's why he ended up missing. The shot, at least. I mean, he hit the ball, but you always gotta be thinking what you're gonna do if they miss. Forrest is up. Takes a 50. Geyser's middle. Not really a touch you want to see. Geyser's there to follow it, though.
Yeah, right now we're just seeing kind of a back and forth type of hit pattern between both teams. You know, not really doing much or having meaningful like plays. Just don't see
Yeah,
a whole
I-
lot of control between them both.
Yeah, exactly. It's just mostly coming down to the fact that they're not controlling the ball as well as they could. A lot of people think, oh, it's three, just boom the ball away. But there is times when you have to boom it away, and there's other times when you can do like a ground to air dribble or something. Or at least boom
Yeah.
it to your teammate. Don't just boom it to the defense like this. That's just a pass.
Yeah. See, something Geyser needs to do. He has the mechanics to get in the air, create the separation, get around one or even all three of the opponents. He just has to have that control to, you know, to take it up in the air or try to dribble or whatever.
Yeah, we've also been seeing them. I think another problem for Bold Uprising is they just go for too much boost. They're not staying middle enough for the plays.
Yeah.
They had some opportunities, not as open as the Geezers have had, but still opportunities that they're just not taking.
Great save by Geyser. Solo play incoming. Bump.
Almost.
Mr. Esbu saved it.
Good try
I'd
on
love
the.
to have seen a powerful redirect there, right in front of the net. But unfortunately, he hit it away.
They did a little bit of a fake tactic. Looked like Geyser was gonna air dribble it, and then he stopped going and let Mr. Esdu shoot.
Misplay by Mr. Esdu. And that's a
Uh-oh.
dunk by
Blocked by Ayo.
And it's
And
in.
just like that, the game is sealed.
2-2. This would be a great time for Bold Uprising to take their timeout.
Absolutely.
Follow the same path that Geezers did. Try to fix whatever's going on here, which we've identified some of the problems.
Yeah. Although, unfortunately for them, their problems probably aren't as easy to fix as the Geezers.
No.
That is why the Geezers are a top team, and unfortunately, Bold Uprising is still on their way up, but they're not quite there yet.
Yeah. And
There
guys
they
are
go, taking
calling
the
the timeout. Yep.
Yep.
Very
Just as we
wise.
expected.
Very wise.
So what are some things that Geyser needs to, as a team captain, needs to be talking to his team and trying to convey to them to bring this back as Bold Uprising?
I mean, they got to just work on their double commits. I mean, we've seen a lot from it's usually Geyser and another player. It always has to do with just the fact it's kind of like him and Avery. They're both kind of the same kind of player. They both like to be on the ball. They're both mechanical. So he's obviously he's probably the best player on their team as the team captain, but he needs to acknowledge his teammates a little more.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I would like to see. You can obviously tell just by the way that they're playing that their communications are not as fluid as they should be. So, just observing from this game alone, it seemed like the best threes player on Bold Uprising is actually Mr. Esdu.
Yeah, he's been playing phenomenal tonight. He's been scoring, he's been saving, he's just all around absolutely doing everything he needs to. And I think guys just needs to recognize that. And as a wise SSL once told me, just let him cook. Just let him do his thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what's something that the Geezers would need to now convey to their team to, not let this or take advantage of this opportunity, keep the momentum, and keep going?
I think they just need to keep the pressure up. They've also been booming a little bit too much. We haven't seen a lot of infield passing plays this series. It's been mostly some solo plays and a little bit mostly cleanup shots. It's mostly just one person goes in, gets past most of the players, and then it's just someone shoots the final shot. So they gotta maybe start working together as a team, get more bump on the offense, get more passing, and I think if they play as a team, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cody?
I mean, just some of the things I saw, as pointed out last game, like the Bold Uprising, in particular, Geyser and Forrest, even Mr. Esdu, although he's been the one carrying the team so far, they need to have more control with the ball, as mentioned. Geyser, being the mechanical wizard he is, he can go up the wall, and once the ball goes up the wall, he needs to be taking that thing and trying to get it around one or two players. If he can do that, then say someone like Mr. Esdu can then follow it up and then possibly get around the other one or two players and get a pass out to four. So just overall, there needs to be more control instead of just booming it to the defense. Where Adam Ayo, knowing what he's doing, being a threes main, he's just going to do what they haven't been doing. He's going to keep control, and no doubt he's conveyed that to Avery and Vincera as well.
Yeah, I agree. What are your thoughts, Isaiah?
I think what do the Geezers need to do to make sure that they don't let Bold Uprising come back and steal this series from them? Because it obviously is their series right now.
Yeah.
They need to recognize the position that they're in. They have full control. They're capitalizing on the many mistakes that have really been there the entire time for Bold Uprising. And they fixed their own. They need to stay solid on their comms, their rotations, and keep their mentality up, which, as you mentioned, they have mature players to help them to do that, to help Avery stay positive. And once Avery's positive, you can pretty much kiss the game goodbye.
Yeah. Although the Geezer or the Bolt Uprising does have that Forest buff, and we all know Forest, he's on a whole nother plane of vibe. He can single-handedly bring the whole team's morale up if he just he has that power. So even if Geyser and Mr. SG are getting a little tilted, as long as Forrest cheers them up, they should be okay. They got this. I mean, they just really gotta work on their team. They just gotta trust each other a little more. I feel like they're one thing I did notice from Bulldog is that they leave their third man a little too far back. They have him all the way back in net when they really should be around midfield.
So you waiting on? There we go.
There we go.
Nice. All right. Game number 5 underway. Tied series
Now it's
2-2.
5.
Yes.
Yep. Tied series. Basically now it's just a best of 3.
Let's see which team has it in them and wants it the most. See a demo there early.
A bump. Oh, this is not looking good for Bold Uprising. We're just
Clears it out.
Oh, good demo there.
Geyser misreads it, uses most of his boost.
And there we go again, rotating with the ball. Mr. Arzu follows, gets another touch.
A good demo. Maybe users are gonna get a little more physical this game and try and just fully seal the deal on the series.
Up to Geyser.
Benchiro, maybe a chance.
Really feel like he could have had the redirect if he didn't go for boost.
Yeah.
Avery pops it. Mr. Ezdu is awkward, but he does get it past 2 players who committed, leaving Ayo by himself. Good 50. Pre-jump does not work, and he's left with no boost. He bumps Forrest on his rotate in.
Pressure is it's just there. I mean, no real insane opportunities so far, but just back and forth. Drops down, Forrest up in the air, gets a dust.
Something I just noticed there, all 3 of them were up pretty much within the same exact, vicinity of each other. But here we go, Geyser getting a shot.
There we go. That is the Geyser we know. He places those. Even from a tight angle from the sidewall. Gets it past Avery and just sneaks it into the bottom of the net.
Yes.
We would love to see someone from the geezers. They're waiting back posts. We have one person on the wall in front of the post, and one person grabbing corner boosts. That net is wide open.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people put a little too much emphasis on going back post. It only works if you know that they're coming from a wide angle, but you gotta watch out for those shots in the middle of the net. You should not be hugging the back post for your dear life. Goes downfield. Forrest ready to take a 50. Gets faked. About middle.
Guys are rotating through, looking for a bump.
The game is halfway over. Can the geezers get that
Slow
goal tied up?
play. Around 1. Fakes another. Drops it
Here we
under
go.
another.
Here's
around
the control.
another. And no one's there to keep the pressure with him.
The play was good, but he really needed to flick that instead of fake. There was no way he was scoring that unless he flicked it in. Gotta be careful that his teammates are not following up his touches as closely as he needs them to. So, he either needs to put it in himself or talk to them. They need to get up in the play.
Forrest air dribbling.
And
there
fakes out the defender.
Forrest going crazy, just showing his mechanics. Scaring all the people, two of the backboard defenders. Very good positioning, but they just could not stop Forrest. Geyser with an air dribble.
Goal touch, but it's a little too far away from him. Goes for the block.
mechanics just are not clicking with Geyser tonight. He's not had any real mechanical opportunities. He is fast though tonight. He's beating a lot of people in the air.
See Mr. Esdu by himself. Avery though misses.
Good save from Geyser.
Another double commit by Geyser and Forrest.
Wide. They have the pressure. Avery goes all in. Hey yo.
Almost gets
also
dunked.
We've noticing this quite a bit frequently for Forrest. He's been working on his controlled touches, but at times the controlled touch isn't the one he should be taking. And he almost cost his team a goal there.
They gotta be a little more careful of these sidewall hits.
Careful the double tap. He misses.
Almost.
Esdu throws it away. Would have been nice for a little more control there.
All Bold Uprising needs to do is just go about 15 more seconds without letting a goal in, and they should be golden. As long as they don't let a goal in until 20 seconds left on the clock, they'll be okay.
Guys are up. As the last man, that was risky. But he gets the touch.
It's looking impossible for the comeback.
Mr. Esdu going for the shot. Guys are the demo. Gets it.
Block is just burning away. No opportunities.
Oh,
Mr.
almost.
Uh-oh.
And an own goal by Geyser.
He's a little tilted there.
He didn't have to do anything. I mean, honestly, you could just drop your controller, it's game over. But that one's gonna maybe affect the mental. It would have been better off to let them score than to do that.
We're going to see some kickoff shenanigans by Team Geezer. Great pass to Vincero, but
Hits the ground.
Straight down into the ground.
Now on match point for Bold Uprising, they're one game away from taking a series that nobody expected them to take. We'll have to see if the Geezers let this happen. I mean, there's no more timeouts. There's nothing they can do except this 1 minute. They have 1 minute to adjust. They're definitely capable of doing it. We've seen them play well after the timeout. In this game, I mean, really, in all honesty, it wasn't even that much of a crazy game. It was just back and forth, couple of interesting goals that went in. So, I mean, it could go either way. I could totally see this going to Game 7. Maybe Bold Uprising close it in 6. I would be right and wrong at the same time.
We would definitely love to see some more better defensive positioning by the Geezers.
Yeah.
A lot of times we saw it there. We have two people in the same position, and one person is not in the correct position, leaving the net open. Not as high of a shooting game as we've had these other games. The winning team only having 6 shots on goal. But the defense is just not there for either team.
Well, here we go. Game number 6. Can Bold Uprising continue with this momentum and take the dub?
There we go. Another double commit. A miss by Ayo. Early goal opportunity. It's missed. Pressure stays there. Forrest up too early. We see the Geezers there getting bailed out of another goal. 3 of them on the ball. Flipper set by Avery. Can't do anything with it.
Not the best time to go for a flipper set. He had 30-something boost in the tank.
Oh.
Mr. Ezzy is just turtling on the ground.
Wide open, but again, no one there to shoot. A double commit, and no one is in.
Action. It's a pause. Guys just joining back. Nothing's happened in the meantime. Just play on. Avery's got the control here, but he doesn't actually get anything out of it.
Right now, everyone's just sitting in the corner.
Yeah, it's just a very awkward position. Nobody's really got a clear shot on the ball. It's just slow.
Is it going to drop? Rainbow for Forrest.
Good try by Forrest to score that. tough angle to read.
We know Force loves to pre-jump those balls early.
Yeah, and he's really good at it too. He has quite advanced pre-jumps for his range.
Dunk on Geyser. Catch by Vincero. Doesn't need to hit it off the wall there, though.
Guys with a good pop. We're seeing guys do a little more work this game.
Oh, he looked for the demo instead of the ball.
He missed that early shot that he could have put away.
Shot coming in.
Oh,
Good
Mose.
save. Great save.
Mr. Ezdu back to his defensive beast. He just turns that one away like it's nothing.
Ayo. Avery booms it off the back wall. Vincero's on the back wall, but cannot do anything with it.
Gets pinched out. Some opportunities here.
Pass to Avery. Bad touch off from Geyser. And again, another double commit.
A miscommunication. Both teams are looking. Maybe it's the nerves. You never know. When it gets to this point in the series, everyone's nervous.
Another miss.
Finish the series. The Geezers can't.
Opportunity.
Here we go.
Are we going to see a turn by Vincero? He does turn on it.
Ayo gets the dunk. No one's there to follow it up.
Can we get a clear by Avery? Goes for a solo air dribble into a flip reset. Taken away by Ayo. Good read by Vincero for the save.
Yeah, I mean, they just gotta both.
Keeps it low.
He picked this up. Opportunity.
Good flick. It's going to come down in front of the net.
Ayo misses again. This is just not a good game. Good dunk. Goes fast.
See Geyser in the opponent's net, basically. He's not back.
Avery takes it along the wall. An opportunity for a pass. Maybe a doom.
Looks like
Oh
Geyser
my God.
may-
Forced
may-
own goals.
No, this
May
is
have some connection issues from Geyser.
not again. 2 games in a row. An own goal.
They lost their teammate. It's going to affect them on the kickoff. Other team showing no mercy.
Depending on
This
what
wasn't-
happens here, might have to do a redo.
It's hard to say that they did not get that goal scored on them because Geyser had not been playing for at least 30 to 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Shot coming in from Forrest. Blocked by Forrest.
And where is Geyser at? Nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. Let's see.
Guys, stop the game. I'm DC'd.
He's DC'd. Did you?
We don't have a pause
been
button because it's not a
DC'd.
land match.
I DC'd
Yeah.
twice. Restart the game. I've DC'd twice. Restart. I've DC'd twice in the middle of the game. They only scored because I was DC'd.
All right, we will restart then. Is your internet bad or what's going on there?
I have no clue. I have no clue what's going
I'm gonna
on.
do a server.
Yeah, we'll restart the server.
That does not count. Like I DC'd.
And
You
So I
heard it
think
here
what we'll have
first.
to do here is take it to 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes, basically. A little less than 2 minutes with 0-0. So I think that'll be a good time to restart from there. And it'll be 0-0 with no goal.
Going to need a tune-up after that.
Yep. It is. It was. The goal was scored. I mean, we'll never know because Geyser obviously wasn't here to play it out. But
yeah,
it seems most likely that they got all that pressure while he was gone. It most likely would not have been such a crippling play if Geyser hadn't been DC'd. So the safest way to rule out any unfair bias, we're just gonna restart from the 2-minute mark, which is around when he disconnected. It'll be 0-0, and we'll just play it from there, and we'll see what happens.
yeah, we'll just play this until the first goal. We'll just take this, do an unlimited time here, and Let's see. Geyser's back. All right, everyone's back. Okay,
Yeah.
they're saying play a full game. So then I guess we'll do that.
Okay. If they're
Really think we should stick to the 2 minutes. That would be best. It keeps the flow of the previous game.
Well, if
Yeah.
both teams agree to just restart, then we can just do that then.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
it's-
Let's see if it makes a difference.
If only we had the if it was a LAN, we could easily just pause the game, but
Yes,
it's a bit difficult to set up those matches for a LAN.
it is.
You need to get them all on a VPN like Hamachi.
All right, here we go. Once more.
Just to
Hopefully,
recap, the current series record is 3-2. Bold Uprising. This could be the game to put it away.
yeah. And it's never, I mean, it's never a good thing for our team when one of the players is having technical difficulties. It's not good for your mental to constantly be worried about just randomly disconnecting.
Good 50 by Geyser.
Forrest gets
Hit directly to Forrest. Forrest again, staying back, conserving his boost. Gets the breakaway opportunity.
middle.
Middle, but no one's there. Good demo. Forrest goes from the bumps on Avery. Can't say that it did much there. He's going for the bump on Ayo. Gets it. Fortunately, his team is on defense. Ball is mid. Missed by Mr. Ayo. Mr. Ezdu, sorry.
Ceiling pinch opportunity from Avery, but he just gets cleared right back to the Geezers. They've had all the pressure this game.
Redirect attempt by Avery is missed.
Once again, in case it was forgotten, this is game point. So what a crucial game here for Geezers.
Another miss by Vincero. Would like to see these guys be a little bit more mechanically sound. They seem to be having the problems that Bold Uprising did game 1 to game 2.
Lovely header.
Yeah.
Another mistouch.
Hopefully, the Bold Uprising will get out of this pressure and start some of their own.
And just like that, we're almost back to where we left off in the previous game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like after both these teams took their 2 timeouts, we haven't seen a very high-scoring game. Looks like they both improved themselves, so definitely going to be a better series.
Pass by Mr. Ezdu is missed by Geyser.
Opportunity also missed by Avery.
Good touch. Keep it in the corner.
Almost.
Off
Got
the-
opportunity.
Hi.
Bar and out. Avery
Oh.
keeping the pressure. Geyser the save.
They're just going to town on this pressure, left and right, everywhere.
Another
Geyser's the-
good clear by Geyser. Can they keep the pressure off this touch from Avery, though? Are they going to lose it? Demo by Forrest definitely is going to slow them down. Bit of a
We might
soft
need-
touch from Geyser, but they stay with it.
Yeah, we might need to see a little more physical play from forward.
Another double commit by Avery and Vincero.
Geyser with some room here in the air, but does not take advantage of it. A little bit of a mistake. Ezdu not touching it.
Vincero gets the clear. Not the best touch. All pressure.
So many close opportunities. Both team waiting for the defense to crack.
Yeah.
Redirect coming in. It's really soft touch, unfortunately, by
Yeah,
Vincero.
Jumped a little too
Could be
low.
center. Mr. Ezdu was a little awkward there. Ayo in the corner. Avery behind him. No one mid, unfortunately.
60 seconds left on the clock.
We're going to see some control by Ventura. 1v1.
Big opportunity. No one's back. They can get this to middle fast. No, they're all back now.
Are we going to see a back pass from Avery? Yes, we do. Nice dodge by Ventura.
A lovely header.
Avery waiting for the ball to come mid.
A little fake. Ayo with a
A good
pass.
infield pass.
Just going too fast.
They're looking more like a team right now, but it's just the person who's supposed to be shooting is not finishing the pass. You gotta figure that
A little bit
out.
awkward there from Ayo. Ball's in front of the net. Safe by Avery.
Coming down. Avery's got the
Avery with
catch.
the control. Is he going to cut? Goes for the
One last
50 instead.
opportunity. What Uprising can finish the series right here. A big clear.
0-second goal. Vincero up to Ayo.
Ayo's gonna
Ayo's got to
try to get
hit this off the
corner.
wall mid for his team. He cannot. Vincero can keep it alive though.
Crazy.
Avery seems to
Second-
be too far back to be in the play.
No double tap. Guys just gonna kill
We're
it.
into overtime.
We go to overtime.
No
this match-
goals yet.
Good pass on the kickoff from Mr. Ezra to Forrest, but they bump each other. It is
Forrest.
in.
Bold
Forward.
Uprising beat the Geezers.
That is what a way to end this series.
Wow. Did not expect that goal to go in at all.
Forrest with the game-winning goal, the series-winning goal.
Yes.
That is just immense. I mean, that shot was not even really probably supposed to be a shot, but it's just awkward team play from the Geezers, and it just goes in.
And I mean, what can you say? Bold Uprising coming in, being the underdogs in this series, and they take it.
Yeah, and they did it in Game 6, not even, I said Game 7, which, you know, I feel like was like a pretty aggressive prediction, and they did it even more aggressive. They did it in a game less than I predicted.
Yeah. What a
That is-
series here by them, though. And bringing in Geyser for a quick interview as we're about to start another couple games here quick. What did you guys think of that series?
Bro, it was so much fun. I can't lie. It was a lot of fun. Especially in the beginning when we beat them 4-0 basically in both games.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
So talk to me about what happened after when they called the timeout, when the momentum started going their way. What did you guys talk about when you took your timeout?
Alright, so they took their timeout. The first thing I did was make sure we took our timeout when it was 2-2 and not 2-3. And so what we talked about right there is we looked over our replay a little bit, saw why we scored, and
Why
you
we
know,
got scored on.
yeah, why we got scored on, sorry. I gave Ezra a little piece of advice, and then basically it was just us making sure I was just telling us just stay calm, make sure we don't double commit on defense, and then we just capitalize when they overcommit, which they've done every single game. That's how we 4-0'd them in the first two games because of their overcommits. So we
Yeah.
kind of just stuck to our original game plan from games 1 and 2 and just executed it better.
Suey. That's what we did. We suied him.
Real.
Sue.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what we were saying in the cashers booth. We were talking about how you guys were having a little bit of a problem with the double commits, and they were having a problem with the overcommits. So it was good that you guys recognized that and you capitalized.
Yeah. But
How
what
do
a
you guys feel
series,
about
though.
your individual performances?
How did you feel about him?
I think you guys played.
Would love to hear from you first, Forrest.
You want to hear from me first?
Would love to hear from you first.
Well,
Oh god.
as the man who scored the final goal, I feel pretty good, even though it was kind of scuffed. But I was going for a shot, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. You know, I felt pretty good about what I did, though. I think I wanted to help out my team and be a strong point, make sure I was always there. I think I did my job.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Geyser?
I mean, I think I could have played better. I don't think I played good, I think, but I think I could have played better. But I mean, both my teammates absolutely insane. and they did really good that series. I couldn't do this without them, honestly.
Yeah,
I-
poor Ezra's muted, so he can't really say anything.
Rip. But I was
But-
so annoyed when I DC'd twice. It was crazy.
Oh yes, we were gonna ask you about that. How did that affect your guys' mental? You guys a bit annoyed because of the disconnect, or did you just get past it?
I got kind of annoyed at first, but then once they could hear me again and I was actually in the game, we were just laughing about it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, it made me play harder because suddenly Ezra and I are in a 2v3, so it just stepped up my gameplay.
You guys held
Personally.
them off for quite a while too in the 2v3.
yeah,
Guys-
it was. I'm so glad you guys let us restart, man. Can't believe I DC'd twice in the same game.
Yeah, we weren't. Yeah, the first game or the first time we weren't gonna restart because nothing happened, but obviously the second time goal did happen because after you disconnected, the pressure was just unreal. But yeah, I mean, good series from everyone. I think Force will be happy to know I predicted you guys winning 4-3. So you guys impressed me even more.
I predicted the old 4-2.
Good old
Yeah,
Force.
same here.
You
Same
can-
here.
you
4-2
can-
for
you
you
can-
guys.
Yeah, you can check in the scheduling. I put it in there. 4-2.
Nice. Well,
I got
fellas,
confused with what team you guys were, so I called out the right score. I just got confused what team you were, but definitely was counting you guys to win the entire time.
Appreciate you.
So
I think if you mention you by name, I just say the wrong score.
we dethroned the geezers.
Yo.
Yep.
I love them.
Finally
I
got
love them.
no, yeah. No
But-
longer 5-0. They're not gonna get that 5-0. It's not just not happening.
yeah.
It's just not.
Cannot let
happening.
that happen.
All right, fellas. Well, GG's. We need to continue on with the games, but good stuff, and we will talk to you gents later.
Yeah, man.
Peace
Thanks for
out.
having us.
Yep. Have a good one. And then had fun casting with you guys, Isaiah and
Yeah.
Colin.
Yes,
And
it was fun.
it was a blast. And to any viewers watching, we will catch you guys here in just a few minutes for the next game: Elevate versus Golden Rockets. All right,
Another
fellas.
good series.
Yep. Have a good one, fellas.
All right,
Have a
see
good
you.
night.
Nice. All right, that ends that.